white flag is out, but there's no surrendering in the battle for the lead. Crossover, Wren makes the move to the bottom. Meservey in the outside lane. They almost touch like two cymbals in an orchestra as they head to turn 3.
One more try for Norman Wren. He'll look to the low side. Meservey slips up just a little bit. Here they come side by side down to the stripe.
It is Meservey who'll take it down.
I was in tough shape out there. Actually, I've been hurting all week. I was in the hospital Tuesday. I hurt my back and wasn't even sure I'd be able to race, but we had enough, and thanks to my crew, Jamie, Randy Clark couldn't be here, my family. I'd like to big thanks to Carquest, Bottle Gas, RF Logic, sponsors of the division. Norm gave me quite a run, and the car got real tight at the end, but I had enough to hold on. The restarts were really tough. The car was not good on restarts, and I was just good enough to hold them off.
And not a lot of ventilation in there during those caution laps.
Not really, not at that speed. That's a little bit too slow for me.
Flag is out, 1 lap to go. Final half mile left in the competition here. Miller is now closing in on Erica Santos, but out in front in a zone of his own. Mike Horn is going to do it. Off turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Horn will take down the win. Erica Santos will finish in second.
That was a tough one. We had a good car tonight. I thought Bug was stalling out. I couldn't feel more terrible about what happened out there. I would have rather seen Bug win than have that happen. I thought I had him cleared, man. I don't know what happened. He shot back under, I'm not sure, but I'm happy to get the win, but I'm sick over what happened.
Well, I got to say that it was close at that point, and he really was trying to get back at you from the inside, but man, once we restarted that race, you took off.
Well, the car was working really good. I got to thank the Bertrands. Tim Bertrand's my setup man. I couldn't do this without them. Tim, Randy, everybody, Gilly, Pat, Toddy, they all helped me a ton. I want to thank my dad. I wish he could be here tonight.
Oh, you're impressive on these big tracks. You picked up your first win ever last year at Thompson, and now win number 2 comes at Stafford.
Well, you know, the go-karts that I raced at Pomfret, for some reason the bigger tracks just seemed to suit what I learned. You know, so I don't know if that's the case, but I usually don't do well on flat tracks tonight. Tim told me to take some cross out of the car, and the car was dynamite. I owe it all to Tim Bertrand.
Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you very much.
It's all out racing to the line. Midford is racing for the Greg Karen family fun, a true American hero. Will he be able to hold on for 2 more turns? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. He comes to the line. This is it. The checkered flag is out, and Ron Midford has done it for the Greg Karen family fun.
Yeah, it was kind of the plan all along to put myself in a good spot for the end, and it worked out pretty good. So,
well, and all for a good cause. You got to be happy about that too.
Yeah, there's Greg Karen's a hero, and there's no other way to describe it. And so many people went into putting this poker run on and all the fundraising we did. I got to thank my parents, my mom, and my sister-in-law did a ton of work getting raffle prizes. Lisa Root was fantastic with the setting up the poker run and getting everything organized. The Hurlburt family, my wife, the Karens, Stafford Motor Speedway, Wilding Karts.
It was fun, but I can tell it's an emotional win too.
Absolutely. This has been a lot of work for everybody, and this is what we wanted, and this is what we got.
Coming up right behind that last place car going into the turn. Nice move to the inside to hold that number 1 spot. The number 84 Licky sees the white flag. One more trip around the half mile here at Stafford, and Mike Licky, the Canadian entry, is on his way to victory as Tim Bennett gets ready to drop the checkered flag over the field. Licky will win it.
Yeah, I can't thank the crew enough. We were decent here. Hey, buddy. We were decent here during the day. Made a few changes. Car got better. Ran the heat race, and I knew we had a pretty good car in the heat race. Position didn't show. We finished 4th, but I felt very comfortable. I knew the car was passable. Starting spot obviously helped. Starting 4th, but I think we had a pretty dominant car tonight, no matter where we were going to start. But just got to thank every Paco Transportation, Reed Salvage, my father, Craig Reed, Dickie Lavati, Raven Reed, everybody. This is cool. I love this place. Facility-wise is gorgeous, and I just can't thank Stafford Speedway and Carquest, and especially the fans for sticking around and coming out and seeing us tonight.